what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Global Cap FX. Today, I want to go over the one or two pairs that I'll be keeping an eye on as far as where I'll be looking to trade and secure some of this bag. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll go ahead and share my screen. For those of you guys who don't know what website I'm using a platform called tradingview.com. I'll put it, let's say, right here. And if you ever feel like practicing the way that I do for 10, 15 minutes a day, just to kind of get your feet wet, tradingview.com is a good way to go. I don't get paid to recommend it, but that's what I've been using over the last 2-3 years to do my analysis. All right, so what I have here is Euro NZD. I'll start here in the daily time frame. Long story short, if you guys have looked at my videos, which I know some of you have, and I appreciate you for doing that, thank you. You'll understand that one of my strategies is understanding where support and resistance is, floor, ceiling, all right? So when you're able to locate those areas, you'll be able to determine whether you want to buy, go up, or sell and go down. And the common phrase here that you hear a lot is buy low, sell high, right? So that's what we're looking to do. Most immediately, I'll go ahead and get rid of all the extra candlesticks here and focus on the main ones. But I have this general area being a solid support level where price had trouble breaking through for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then finally broke through here with this impulse candle going down. So if I drag that across, you can see now that price broke through and is now having trouble breaking back above it. So when you have something like that, that is called a break, and then a retest of a zone. And the retest is ultimately where we're at right now. So with that being said, I'm looking at price to head back down to the downside and meet us back here at ground level. Now that I've explained that, I'll continue to draw here on my chart. So these candles right here with all these little skinny wicks here, this is called market exhaustion. Now, let's say the market is going up, right? Market's going up very strongly with this candle, and then you had a rejection candle with this one here, came back down, and then price kept giving us skinny wicks right here. And it had a lot of trouble breaking back above this region for a little over a week, right? So now that we understand that, you see market exhaustion. Market exhaustion is a pretty good sign that price is looking to reverse and go the opposite direction. So initial move up, then you have market exhaustion, which is a sign for potentially going back down for a reversal. So I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time frame, and here you can see that there are a good number of lower high situations that are happening. Lower highs is another good confirmation and another good indicator for a possible move to the downside of the upside. So when you have lower highs, where you see price can gradually start to continue to go down, that's usually a good sign for a sell opportunity. When you have a situation like let me see if I can find a good example. This right here, this is what you call higher lows. When you have higher lows, it's usually a good sign for price to continue to the upside. All right, so let's go back to the immediate, to the present. Keep talking about what we're talking about. All right, so having trouble breaking through resistance. You have lower highs. And then if you go down to the 1 hour, one thing that I kind of noticed was that price had a lot of trouble breaking through right here, right here, right here, broke through here a little bit, but then came back above it. And now we're back below with a whole bunch of market exhaustion wicks and continuation back down. So I'm going to keep an eye out for price in this region here, just to make sure that price doesn't want to do anything crazy or out of the ordinary and shoot back up here. I'll keep an eye on it by setting an alert. I'll set an alert very simply like this. Boom, add alert. And now I have an alert there. So whenever price comes down to that area, I'll get a notification on my phone that price has reached that point, and I should be able to keep an eye on it every once in a while, like I wanted to. All right. The next pair that I'm going to go over is GBP AUD. So let's head back to the daily. So I'm pretty interested in this area right here. You can stop saying so much, guys. Got to work on my public speaking a little bit, but I hope you guys are enjoying the content nonetheless. This stuff that I'm sharing with you right now is real life strategy that I use to make money in the market while I have a full-time job, while I support my spouse with her business. I do all this stuff not really breaking a sweat, because there are different tools out there that can help you make a trade, set your markers so that you don't have to watch it all day. And on top of that, you can get notifications. So all this stuff is gold for those of you guys who are new, and understanding that, it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of money. It doesn't require an all-day commitment in order to start making a little bit of money on the side part-time. So, rather than sitting on your butt and consuming, things like social media and Instagram, or YouTube or what have you, instead of just consuming all day long, one thing that I want to do with my channel is make sure that I'm giving you information of consumption in order for you to be productive, so that you can turn around and make a bag for yourself. So I'm keeping an eye out on, go to a different broker. I'm keeping an eye out on this area here. There goes again. I have price possibly coming back down to the downside here. My target would more than likely be somewhere in this region here, which would be about a 150 pip profit. So if you have $1,000 in your account and you're risking 1% of your account, let's say you're risking 5%. So you're risking $50, but on the flip side, your potential room for gain is 10 times that. So 50 times 10, it's $500. 150 pips, you're risking 1%, but your profit opportunity is a 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio. And one of the things that I like to teach my students is the importance of proper risk to reward management. If it's a 1-to-1 risk to reward, it's probably not a good trade to take. But if it's something, over 3-to-1, that's a solid move. You know what I'm saying? So I have this pair possibly coming back down here. Prices had a lot of trouble staying above this area. And every time that it gets back into this zone here, price likes to make a push to the downside. So you can see that here and here. And overall, price has been going on a downward move overall. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, keep a tight stop loss, and see what happens from there. Another pair that I'm keeping an eye on is Euro JPY. We'll go ahead and take a look at it in the weekly time frame real quick. As you can see, price is having a lot of trouble breaking. Price actually hasn't hit the highest point yet, but as far as where price is closed, you can see here, price closed right here at the highest point. And as of right now, price has had 2 opportunities to break through, but has had a lot of trouble. So I'm going to see if there's a setup. Right now, there's no opportunity to really get into anything at the moment, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it. You know, what I look for in a pair that isn't really set up yet is, you know, a break of structure, a retest, and then a continuation. Or if price is going to reverse and go back down, I would look for resistance, consistent resistance, a breakdown, and then what do we look for? We look for a lower high, and then a lower low, and then what? A lower high. And then from there, you would make your entry. Boom, set your stop loss above resistance, and then you would set your target based off previous data. And there it is, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. It's been long enough. Again, thank you for joining my my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. And thank you for leaving any questions that you might have. The more questions you have, the more that I have the opportunity to interact with you and share what I know. And, you know, as time goes on, obviously, you know, when time becomes less available, you know, that's when things cost more. So I would highly recommend taking advantage of the free content that I leave here on this channel, because, you know, the platinum stuff, I'm leaving some pretty solid gold here, but when it comes to the plat only, I'm going to save that for my students going down the road who are paying and investing in their knowledge in order to turn around and flip a bag for themselves. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Have a blessed night and have a great rest of the week. Later.